Prize is now in its third year. Tonight, we will celebrate one teacher. But along with this one teacher, we celebrate the entire profession. This is that Cinderella moment that we want to see. Why is it only Hollywood stars, Bollywood stars, and other people get the opportunity? Don't you agree that teachers deserve the big stage? And that is why we're here to shout, and please hashtag Teachers Matter all night long. Please join me in welcoming all the teachers who are in the room as well as watching online for tonight's result. When we think about the importance of teachers, I get worried. I get worried that we don't actually understand the meaning of this. Because if that was the case, we would see a reversion of the status of the teacher to the very highest. Today, friends, we're in a crisis. And that is why initiatives like the Global Teacher Prize, like training of teachers, like all those initiatives that reward, recognize, celebrate teachers are fundamentally important. So with that in mind, please join me in congratulating the top 50 teachers of the Global Teacher Prize who are here with us today. Mr. and Mrs. Varkey's parents were teachers. And that is why this is... Actually, we have an issue on stage. Where is the statue? Joe? Sam? What's this?
Trophy safe. Now to come and deliver it.
For the Global Teacher Prize, from Pakistan. Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai. Of the Global Teacher Prize to the ceremony. Your Highness, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Bear Grylls.
Well, the first part of the mission is done. We've landed the parachute safely. The trophy is in one piece and has arrived. I spoke this morning, for those of you who are here, about reaching the summit of Everest and about how teaching embodies that spirit of adventure and that spirit of endeavour. But there is one frontier that takes that spirit and catapults it out of this world, and that is space exploration. And it's so exciting to see His Highness Sheikh Mohammed's vision for space exploration coming alive here in the UAE. And what an exciting time this is. So huge respect to you. Which leads us nicely on to the grand finale and actually announcing the winner of the 2017 Global Teacher Prize. And for that, we can now go 80 miles up in the air to announce the winner from the space station.
Good evening, Dubai. Good evening, Dubai. It's an honor, really, to be speaking to you from the International Space Station. When I look out the window, I can see planet Earth. A tiny blue marble in the dark. It seems so fragile. Anyone who has seen this view will tell you that we are citizens of one world. All of the human journey, from the invention of the wheel to the launch of the space station, it all happened on Earth. It's our only home. And none of these giant leaps would have been possible without teachers. Space missions are a journey into tomorrow, and that is a voyage that teachers embark on every day. Those teachers include our top 10 finalists sitting on the stage this evening. Every day, they beat impossible odds. Every day, they reach for the stars. So I'd like to be the first person in history to thank all the world's teachers from space. Now, it is my great privilege to announce the winner of the Global Teacher Prize 2017. The winner of the Global Teacher Prize 2017 is Maggie McDonald. Thank you, Maggie, and to all of those teachers. See you all back home.
We now invite His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and Mr. Sonny Barkley to the stage to present the Global Teacher Prize.
Take a picture. I can. She's the top teacher in Canada. Maggie McDonald.
Maggie McDonald is Canada.
And now we have a very special message for our winner.
Your Highness, Your Excellencies, Maggie McDonald, on behalf of all Canadians, from one teacher to another, congratulations on winning the Global Teacher Prize 2017. You chose to teach the School in Saint-Louis, a remote village in the Canadian Arctic. There are no roads to Saint-Louis. It's only accessible by air, and it gets cold, really cold, about -20 this time of year. Et ça fait maintenant 6 ans que vous enseignez là-bas. L'engagement que vous avez démontré est vraiment unique et remarquable. Comme vous le dites si bien, vos élèves sont les vrais aurores boréales. Ce sont eux qui vous inspirent. Vous avez réalisé des choses extraordinaires dans des circonstances exceptionnelles et vous avez fait preuve d'énormément de cœur, de volonté et d'imagination. Alors merci Maggie, C'est un exploit incroyable et nous sommes tous très fiers de vous. I would also like to thank His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Thank you for your support of the teaching profession and this prize, and your continued efforts to promote peace and understanding. I also congratulate the Varkey Foundation for your commitment to education throughout the world. And finally, I'd like to say thank you to every teacher out there. Teachers own responsibility to many people, students, parents, to the community, to the school board. But in the end, as all great teachers know, they're ultimately responsible to something far greater. They're responsible to the future and for the world that will be shaped by the children that they teach. I'm sure Maggie would be the first to say that the Global Teacher Prize is a tribute to all teachers wherever they are. So to our winner, our 10 finalists, and to every dedicated teacher around the world, thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a few words from the winner of the Global Teacher Prize 2017, Maggie McDonnell.
In Inuktitut, I would say Nakomik Marialu. In Swahili, I would say Asante Sana. In English, I would say thank you from the bottom of my heart to Sheikh Mohammed and Sunny Varkey, founder of the Varkey Foundation, for creating this incredible, breathtaking global platform which celebrates teachers who often are so very humble in nature. We matter, teachers matter. Thank you so much. I believe so much in the power of human connection, and the greatest gift I will take away from this special time in Dubai, this unforgettable time, is the gifts of the friendships that I've made with this spectacular group of teachers that I share the stage with. And to all those top 50 finalists, I've connected to you already. People like Mark from BC, people like Noah, all of you guys, I've just fallen in love with you. I've been re-energized by your spirit. And I'm a bit of a gym teacher. I'm a bit of a coach, so just to really get this crowd pumped up, I'm going to need your collaboration. Can you guys help me out with something? So we're going to do it 3 times, and this is for all the top 50s out there, okay? I'm going to say teachers, you're going to say matter. Got it?
Yeah.
3 times, okay? Teachers! Matter! Teachers! Matter! Teachers! Matter! I think many of you might know that the community I live in right now is dealing with a suicide crisis. And one story I want to share as a Canadian, and it's a memory that haunts me, but I feel I need to share it just so that the world knows about it. Is that as a teacher in this small fly-in Inuit community of Salouet, I have witnessed over 10 suicides in just 2 short years. And when I leave the church with the community and we take the body to the graveyard, the memory that continues to haunt me is when I see these Canadian teenagers, their very own classmates of the deceased, literally digging the grave and putting the body of their loved one into the tundra. I didn't know until I came to Salouet that that was a Canadian reality. And as a teacher, when we come to school that next day, and there's an empty desk in that classroom, there's a stillness and a silence that's coming from that desk, but it was transmitted into a stream of injustice, and somehow it found its way here, to the Varkey Foundation, to Sheikh Mohammed, to Dubai, to all the judges and panelists involved in this decision. And you emulated global citizenship so much by choosing to pay attention to such a small, unique, and indigenous community. Your love and generosity has transcended across borders, and you have found them at the top of the Arctic. Thank you so much, the Inuit matter. Thank you for bringing global attention to them. If it's okay to come to the stage with me, maybe he can make his way down if it's appropriate. Before we can be global citizens, or at least in my experience, we often need to be local citizens. And I want to thank my mom, my grand-mère, and my nanny, Elamine, how to be humble, how to be modest, and how to connect authentically with people. And I was able to take those skills to this amazingly beautiful community of Salouet. And despite the fact that I was an outsider, despite the fact that I was an outsider, they embraced me so much. If you're not Canadian, you might not know this, but Larry, my most favorite student, if I can say I have favorites, and me, we're really not supposed to be like Facebook best friends, okay? There's so much divisive history between us. We're divided by that history, we're divided by race, we're divided by gender, we're divided by age. But somehow, through the power of education, we were able to transcend all those boundaries. And he welcomed me, and I can say he adopted me into his community. And I thank you so much for that, Larry. It is a profound and meaningful experience as a non-Indigenous Canadian to be accepted so warmly into your community.
The winner of the Global Teacher Prize 2017, Maggie McDonnell. Now we thank Sheikh Mohammed, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, ruler of Dubai, patron of the Global Teacher Prize. Thank you, Your Highness. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, ruler of Dubai and patron of the Global Teacher Prize.
A la maestra Ana por ganar este prestigioso premio.
The victory has changed all of my personal, social and educational life. I suddenly became an international personality and a national symbol. This is a great responsibility that I have to live up to. I have received many invitations from all over the world. I participated in international conferences talking different issues such as refugees, non-violence, teachers' needs, and many other issues. One of the most memorable moments that I will never forget is my meeting with Holiness Pope Francis. I am also so proud for having the opportunity to meet Mr. Ban Ki-moon, the last Secretary General of the United Nations, and I will never forget the historical moment when I delivered my speech at the United Nations and became one of the peace messengers in the International Day of Peace. When I opened the London Stock Exchange, I felt like I was winning all over again. Having the Barki Foundation family around me made it a wonderful day. I am so proud of the Palestinian people who called me Palestine's olive, and so I decided to give the golden olive tree to every Palestinian teacher who makes it to the top 50 finalists of a Global Teacher Prize each year. Being a winner of a Global Teacher Prize has given me an incredible platform to spread my message of nonviolence and peace, and I want to thank Barki Foundation for giving me this platform to show my ideas and my message. I deeply congratulate the next winner, and I say to them, let's put our hands together. Let's join our efforts to get rid of hatred. Let's lead the world towards love, tolerance, justice, and peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Mahira Khan.
Assalamu alaikum, good evening everyone, and thank you for having me here. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be here this evening for the announcement of the winner of the Global Teacher Prize 2017. You know, a few minutes is just not enough to recount all the memories I have and all the influence that my teachers have had on my life. But I will tell you just a little bit before I go into the announcement. You know, I can never forget my art teacher who I remember picked up a painting of mine. I was 5 years old, and it was probably a blob of paint on a paper. And she said, "You're an artist, aren't you?" Or my math teacher who told me that good intentions plus hard work equals results. Or my English teacher in college who actually used to, every day when I would walk into college in my classroom, she'd say, "One day I'm going to see you speak at the UN." And in my head I used to be like, "No, one day you're going to see me dance in the movies." But yes, you know what teachers have? Teachers have the power to make a shy little girl like me believe in her dreams. So yes, Maggie, teachers do matter. And I love the dub, so yeah, I loved it. Anyway, that's why this prize right here is very, very important. We walk on red carpets, we get to support the causes close to our heart. People like us, I talk about sportsmen, actors, we do all kinds of things. In fact, people like you and people around the world celebrate our success. But the world's teachers, the very people that shape the next generation, don't often get thanked. I would say not enough. You are the stars, the true stars, the unsung heroes that are in the classrooms shaping our generations, shaping us as people. People like me can stand up here because there are teachers who have influenced them, second only to our parents. And my mother was a teacher, so I had so many of you all. That is why I am proud to be here and to support the Pakistan Teacher Prize, our own national teacher prize that was inspired by this brilliant idea. So, from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank all of you teachers. Thank you, really. And now, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce a special video message from the President of Kenya. I hope I say this right. It's H.E. Uhuru Kenyatta. Thank you so much.
While most of us wake every morning wondering what the world holds for us today, our teachers wake every morning asking what the world holds for our children and spend the day preparing them for that future. And that is why it is said that teaching is one of the most noble professions in the world. The Global Teacher Prize is a beautiful idea, for it celebrates the tireless work that teachers do every day across the world. We are very proud that a Kenyan teacher, Michael Wamaya, has reached the final 10 for this year's prize. Through dance, he inspires young people to be the best they can be, and Kenya as a whole is proud of you for this effort. I would also like to extend a huge thank you to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum for his support to the teaching profession and his patronage of this prize. We thank you for your efforts for our children's future. I would also thank and congratulate the Varki Foundation for giving us such a wonderful and powerful celebration of the work that teachers do and your commitment to education throughout the world. While Kenyans are rooting for our teacher to win this year's prize, let us not forget today that the ultimate winner is every single teacher across the globe who sacrifices his life and time for our children's future. I thank you.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Her Excellency Shama bint Suhail Faris Al Mazrui, UAE Minister of State for Youth.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Barkey and your remarkable team. I'm deeply honored to be part of a multi-sector tradition that celebrates the education heroes in our society. And thank you to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President, Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates, ruler of Dubai, for his bold, relentless, ongoing patronage that continuously moves the dial for education in the UAE and around the world. His Highness's leadership across initiatives like the Arab Reading Challenge, Dubai Cares, Reading Nation, and Hope Makers influences education across the board and leaves such an indelible impression on our spirits. We're all here today because we all believe that teachers are our greatest hope makers. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum believes that the keys to a better world are in the hands of our youth. And we all believe that the keys to strong youth lie fundamentally in the hands of our teachers. Describing the value of teachers is like pinning a cloud to the sky. It's right in front of us, yet greater than our ability to capture fully. So perhaps I'll take a risk, as my teachers taught me to do so, and describe how I think about a teacher's value with a little lesson from cellular biology. We all know that cells are the basic building blocks of life, and the nucleus of every cell contains its genetic material. When a nucleus opens, it replicates new cells with the same DNA. This process, science tells us, is the root of all biological inheritance. Teachers, similarly, are the nuclei of society. They carry the knowledge and character DNA that are the essential building blocks of our individual and collective social development. A teacher's work replicates in the DNA in each and every one of us. Teachers are the architects of our knowledge, skills, and discipline. Everyone we know carries the DNA of their teachers' minds, hearts, and souls. One teacher has exponential impact for years and generations to come. It is beyond our ability to capture the full value of one's teacher's work, let alone the value of millions. How do you capture the value of one life imprinted upon hundreds of other lives? How do you capture the value of one who becomes second parents to us? I personally believe this magical alchemy points to a great power position that teachers hold in society. The merits of a teacher are not merely measured by how many math equations his or her students can solve, or the quality of one essay, but by how their students are able to solve problems on their own, or their ability to craft their own arguments, their tolerance for ambiguity in the process, their commitment to pursuing optimal outcomes with integrity, and their courage to pursue their biggest dreams. These outcomes are not measurable, but they do have indicators. They're students. As I look up at the room today and see so many world shapers, I can't help but think of Sir Isaac Newton, who said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." All of us here today are standing on the shoulders of the foundational giants in our lives, the many teachers and guides who poured out the contents of their minds and spirits to fill our own. Without the shoulders of their teachers, we would not have the spellbinding voice and music of Andrea Bocelli, the nail-biting adventures of Bear Grylls, the humanized characters coming to life through Mahira Khan, the Pulitzer-winning books and columns that help us make sense of our globalizing world through Thomas Friedman, or the quality education that Sunny Barkey has cultivated around the world. Equally, we would not have the brave women and men who are essential pillars in our communities, our schools, our societies, our places of worship, and our families. We need them all. Our world's future depends on our youth, and our youth's future depends on their teachers. And the shape of our world, our hope, lies in the hands of teachers we entrust to educate our youth. We must elevate these hope makers to the status of our world's greatest shapers. They must equal the status of the political, economic, literary, entrepreneurial talents we call our world's greatest influencers today. And the importance of a teacher's work carries more weight today than ever. According to 2016 statistics from UNESCO, countries must recruit 68.8 million teachers over the next 14 years in order to provide every child with primary and secondary education. We must attract, retain, equip our best and brightest as teachers as we enter what the West calls the fourth industrial revolution. For us in the UAE and throughout the MENA region, investing in the teachers of youth will be critical in our transition to the post-oil economy. Teachers are the bedrock on which these efforts must stand. And they are the true power centers of civilization. And the best teachers know their job is not pouring water into a bucket. They are lighting a fire. And speaking of igniting fires, I want to transition to a very special, important part of the evening and announce our new national teaching prizes. When we embarked on the Global Teacher Prize journey, we hoped there might be successful national spin-offs, independent from us, but based on our close cooperation and set of shared values. And it's why I'm very proud this evening to announce that the Global Teacher Prize has inspired over 20 new national teacher prizes. This is really remarkable and a testament to governments around the world owning the message that we must all we can do to elevate the status of teachers. Therefore, can I please ask you all to welcome onto the stage education ministers and representatives from those countries that have joined the cause to respect, reward, and celebrate teachers across the world in the way they deserve. The countries are Albania, Algeria, Chile, Czech Republic, Georgia, Iraq, Japan, Jordan, Lebanon, Morocco, Pakistan, Portugal, Somalia, Somaliland Coalition, Sudan, Tunisia, Ukraine, and Yemen. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for Her Excellency Shama bint Suhail Faris Al Nasri, UAE Minister of State for Youth, and all the company representatives. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, representing the new National Teacher Prizes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ranbir Kapoor.
Hi guys. Good evening, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen. It's really an honor and extremely pleased to be part of the Global Teacher Prize ceremony and to be in the same room as these wonderful teachers. Thank you so much for having me here. Listening to the inspirational stories of the 10 finalists, I'm struck at how performance has been in the center of all the stories of success. From improving child's esteem by teaching them to dance, to making science come to life through singing parody songs. As an actor, I've often thought how acting and teaching are close cousins. Both require limitless reserves of energy and enthusiasm. Both require humor, empathy, a gift for expressing ideas, and holding the attention of an audience. And as our finalists know so well, both are jobs that come with homework after hours. Above all, our teachers, like actors, require a deep understanding of people and what motivates them. I would now like to introduce a small video message by Prince Harry, who would like to share a few words of the impact that teachers have on all of us.
I'm delighted to be able to introduce the Barkey Foundation's Global Teacher Prize. Last year, my brother spoke about some of the qualities of those teachers who've had the greatest impact on young lives. He said that the best teachers are those who can reach young people early in their learning journey, supporting them often through turbulent times in their lives to give them the best chance for the future. I would like to build on what William said by highlighting the vital role teachers also play as our role models. In addition to reading, writing, and arithmetic, the very best teachers go beyond the pages of textbooks to teach young people about determination, aspiration, resilience, and of course compassion. We will all face setbacks and challenges in our lives, and our teachers play a vital role in preparing us for those ups and downs. The finalists for this year's Global Teacher Prize are from every corner of the world, from the Canadian Arctic to Kenya and Pakistan. But there's one thing they all have in common. They spark curiosity within a child and nurture the dreams that can change our world for the better. I'm sure everyone can remember the teachers who did the same for us and those that helped us through our formative years. I can certainly pinpoint those who had an impact on my life. Our foundation is proud to partner with charities like the Barkey Foundation, who are helping to create brighter futures for the next generation. I would also like to thank His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum for his continued support of the teaching profession and the patronage of this prize. I would like to end by congratulating all of the finalists. You are not just exceptional teachers, you are the role models who support, inspire, and shape children's lives. Your work is so important, and I don't believe it's an exaggeration to say that you're shaping the future. You're all winners in my book, and more importantly, your students' books.
Through these fine video by Prince Harry, reminding us that teachers don't just pass on knowledge, they help us become better people. I would also like to take advantage of this situation and actually personally thank two of my teachers, one being my first Hindi teacher in school, being a below average student, not doing well at school, not having much interest because very early on somebody told me that to become an actor, you don't have to study. Still, being patient with me, this teacher, Mr. Mahajan, instilled that confidence, instilled faith, took out fear from me, and I'm ever so grateful for that. And Mr. Sanjay Leela Bansali, my first film director, being to the best film schools in the world, the amount I learned just assisting him on a movie, just being with him on set, I'll be grateful to him all my life. So thank you, Sanjay Leela Bansali. Thank you, Mr. Mahajan. My experience of the best teachers is that they can detect potential, even when a student, with the many glittering distractions of youth, is doing their best to waste or ignore their talents. Without teachers, much of this potential would go forever unused. Think of all the scientific discoveries that remain undiscovered, the films and records that have gone unmade, the wise political leaders who never took office simply because a talented young person's potential was never tapped. And now I would like to introduce a video message from the Prime Minister of a country that through the ages had a deep respect for knowledge and education. Paolo Gentiloni, the Prime Minister of Italy.
Your Highness, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We are truly proud to be the country partner of the 5th Global Education and Skills Forum. Indeed, our participation tonight with the Minister of Education, Valeria Fedeli, represents another sign of Italy's long-standing commitment to culture and education. We are committed to promote them also through our convinced support to UNESCO, of which we are the second global contributor, and to most valuable initiatives such as the Global Education and Skills Forum and the Global Teacher Prize. I would like to congratulate the organizers for a very successful conference that is shining a spotlight on the importance of global citizenship and the importance of teachers. I have seen Italian top 50 finalist Armando Persico being interviewed on TV and in the newspapers. A great teacher, finally being given the attention that he deserves. We in Italy were so inspired by the brilliant idea of the Global Teacher Prize that we launched our own National Teacher Prize. You wouldn't believe how much it has captured the public imagination. We have received thousands of nominations, from Milan in the north of Italy to Naples in the south, but most importantly, it has sparked thousands of conversations across our country about the role of teachers for the society. I would also like to extend a huge thank you to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Thank you for your support for the teaching profession, your patronage of this prize, and your continued efforts to promote peace and tolerance. I would also like to congratulate the Barkey Foundation for your commitment to education throughout the world. I wish the top 10 finalists the best success. But never forget that you are doing the most important job in the world. You might not be told very often. Good luck. Buona fortuna.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back on stage the winner of the Global Teacher Prize 2017, Maggie McDonnell. That concludes our ceremony for this evening. We look forward to welcoming you to our gala celebration, which will begin shortly. Please follow the red carpet, and thank you.